Welcome, everybody, to Life in the World to Come.
It's a special episode tonight.
It's a special episode tonight. You know, we've been having fun and games
Playing around.
for like a million years, however long we've been doing this.
Somewhere between 6 or 9 or 18 years.
Something like that, yeah.
It's been a few days.
It's been a little bit, and we've been having a silly little time.
We've been cracking jokes.
We've been cracking jokes.
Sharing little giggles and nudges and winks. And
We've been doing japes. We've been performing our little skits and sketches.
Yep.
We've been having a great time.
Coming up with our crazy little characters.
This wild and fanciful world that we've created,
and
you and I.
I just want to say, it's been truly a magical experience getting together and sharing the flow of creative energy that's allowed us to build such a colorful, deep and rich world of lore with you that seems to have captured the hearts of so many imaginative people.
Yeah, it's beautiful. But, you know, and I'm addressing the audience now. We're turning 30.
Yeah.
You know? And at a certain point, it's time to throw away childish things.
Exactly.
And so so this episode, I think it's time that we've been talking so much about the future.
Yeah.
I think it's time that we stay centered.
Yes.
I think we talk about the present.
I think it's time we get a little grounded.
Yeah.
Speak directly to our audience in a way that our silly little goofs and gaffes sometimes kind of, obstruct.
It kind of, we got to get straight to the point, which is how to help you.
Yes.
So instead of talking about the apocalypse, we're going to talk about the here and now.
That's right.
We've put out a call, and people have sent in their regular questions for their regular lives, and we're just going to help people this episode.
That's right, everyone.
Nothing silly.
Yep.
We're just going to figure out how you take control of your own life.
Exactly. No more of this wall of embafflement and bersmickedness.
Yes.
It's time. I really thought that a word would come to me, and I started saying syllables.
You want to know the fucked up thing? Is that it took me like 5 seconds to be like, oh, that's not a word. You said it was my honest reaction was like, oh, he stuck the landing. And he figured it out. It's like
it's time to draw the curtain of embafflement and bersmickedness. And welcome you into our lives the way that you have so graciously welcomed us into yours. And, allow our hearts to speak a little bit more clearly so that you can hear them loud and clear, and we can connect on a more real, direct, and
emotional level.
Thank you. Exactly. Thank you, Christopher.
Without this fucking layer of ironic detachment between you and I.
Yeah.
Let's just cut to the chase and help people.
I think that's the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
So, welcome everybody to Life in the World.
Life in the World.
I'm Will Wood.
I'm Christopher Dunn.
And today, we've got some user-submitted questions that came through the Life in the World Discord server. And we're going to start off nice and simple with a question that I scrolled by, and my heart cried out for this person, and then their heart cried out for me. And so I just want to kind of hold on a moment. So here's a question that was submitted, and it was so relatable.
He's scrolling through the questions
to me.
They took, and he's trying to find one. He's trying to find the question he's talking about.
And I found it.
He's doing a good job. He's
I
trying to
found
fill
it
dead air.
really
And he's really doing a heroic effort. But
moving.
just for context, he's scrolling through all these screenshots he took of the questions to try and find it.
And so what I allow me to kind of weave a storied sweater of this person's beautifully complex and intricate life.
Okay.
Rain-soaked Raven in the Discord server submitted, "Hey, Chris and Will. I'm studying abroad this summer in Japan, and I'm very nervous about losing my luggage, getting on the wrong flight, making a mistake while abroad, etc. Any advice to help me calm my nerves? Thanks, Mads." thank you so much for writing that.
Thanks for opening up
Mags.
to us about your insecurities, Mags.
Yeah, I really appreciate the kind of openness that we're able to get from our audience, that they feel so comfortable sharing such intimate things about their inner world. And so, you know, it definitely it makes me want to say, listen, Mads, I know you're scared. And I just want you to know that you're pathetic. You make me sick. Get it to fucking together.
Mags, if you were a goddamn adult, you would have the confidence you needed to get through this on your own. All right. There are people out there who have real problems. Like, right off the bat, like straight into this.
Okay, all right, we went too far too quick. Hold on. let's reel it in.
Okay, like okay.
Mads.
Yeah.
Let's break down your concerns one by one, and we'll
by
address
one,
them. Yeah. So first of all, losing your luggage.
This is I immediately have a solution to this.
Yeah.
Stop using bags.
Yes.
Fucking wrap all of your your electronics and your clothes up in like in the belly of your shirt, like a child carrying crayons.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Just kind of strap all your things to you with like tape or maybe glue.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Because here's the thing, is that with airplanes, you have either checked luggage or carry-ons.
Mm-hmm.
You can't check yourself,
and
it's not carrying, is it?
No, it's not.
If it's all taped to you, strapped around you, can't be removed from your skin without causing bodily harm.
They legally can't charge you for that luggage.
No, they can't. It's not a carry-on, so there's no limit. And it's not checked, because then they'd have to throw you yourself into the hull of the plane, which is illegal.
It's all about how you arrange your many belongings across your across your body.
Right.
You know, and you're going to add mass, but you want to also you want to get like big ass platform shoes and stuff as much shit in there as you possibly can. And so that the kind of width and height balances out, and people just think you're fucking huge.
That's really
the
thing you want to go for, is if you are a smaller framed person now,
right. Yeah.
Just let anybody think otherwise.
Just anybody think otherwise.
Some extra shirts, put them on. Some extra pairs of pants, put them on top of your former pairs of pants. Wear 8 pairs of pants. It doesn't matter. You might be sweaty, but it might be constricting.
But if someone like big and but here's the thing. And it's not even like, at that point, it's not even really a lie. Because if someone like big and strong and tough comes up to you, tried like, oh, look, I'm going to this is the biggest person in the room, I'm going to assert my dominance. They fucking flick out their switchblade, try to stab you in the gut. All they're hitting is like 18 layers of shirts.
That's true. This is a form of great airline security.
Right,
too.
exactly.
A lot of people are concerned about airline security,
right.
Safety from potential attackers or, ne'er-do-wells, evildoers and villains. And if you're covered with 80 shirts, maybe bring more shirts than you even need.
There's
so
an
that
idea.
A lot of those shirts can be, as you mentioned, Chris. It was a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Roll
sort
up
of like
your
right,
like you're like a child carrying crayons in his shirt.
Exactly, and you do that.
Roll all your stuff up in each shirt.
You do that in layers.
Exactly.
You put on like 3 shirts. You put a bunch of shit in the middle shirt, and then you're like, oh, I gotta hold this up. No, you just put 18 more shirts on. The fucking tension is gonna keep that in there.
Yes,
there is no upward limit to the amount you can carry using this incredible system we've constructed.
Yes, so I think that like that's something that's really gonna help you not lose your luggage, is because your luggage will be on you at all times, and you might think to yourself, well, hold on, you got to take your shoes off, and they go through the scanner, and sometimes they make you walk through the X-ray thing and show everybody your giblets and jublets, and I understand that concern, but if you've done it correctly, your packing will be such a mess that people will see that X-ray of your body and think, I don't even want to know.
Exactly.
this is-
like this is confusing.
This is a severe condition this person is suffering from. Their body is an amorphous blob of densely packed mush, and I'm not going to say anything. This doesn't seem like a security threat.
I am the first human being. I am making first contact with a creature from another world, and that's too much responsibility for me.
The TSA.
I don't
want to
be that guy.
Much.
Right? Exactly.
They're not going to be Men in Black.
Yes. No.
So
They
really,
see a
I
fucking
think
alien, they're fucking move along. Not my problem.
Exactly.
This plane can go down.
That's basically it.
Yeah.
Basically, what we're saying to you, Mads, is disguise yourself as an alien.
Right. But here's another thing, though.
Mm.
Here's another thing.
Yes.
If you want to get, if you're scared, if you don't think that you can convince them that you're an alien, perhaps you got to arrange your belongings so that when they're X-rayed, they look like various human organs.
Yeah.
You know, put like
That's
a fucking
a great idea.
put some kind like a heating pad, like one of those water, like hot water bags.
Yeah.
Where your like fucking lungs are. 2 of those symmetrically.
Yeah.
You know.
That's a great idea.
Put like a fucking I don't know, like a fucking pig heart where your heart would be.
I think that's
Maybe that's
excellent.
That's the thing. You use, if you have luggage that looks like human organs, you use that. But also just like use fucking guts if you have to.
Go to the butcher store.
Yeah.
Ask for all of their innards.
Stuff your like pig guts into your many shirts.
Yeah.
Ideally red shirts.
Yes.
You're going to want to switch to wearing almost exclusively red shirts.
I would say that's definitely the way to go. Yes.
Yeah.
Because otherwise,
it's a dead because you're
going to be covered in pig juice.
You look like you're covered in you have regular human organs, but you also look like you're having some kind of medical condition.
Right.
And then they're carting you off. You're going to miss your flight.
Right. You don't
want
to
never going to get to Japan.
Right. You don't want to make them think that you're sick or diseased or malformed.
Yeah.
You need to convince them that you're a species they've never encountered before. Right. So if you can get multiple pig hearts stuffed into your 85 shirts, throw them around. Try and see if you can connect them with a series of tubes. Build yourself an extra organ set.
Right.
So that the TSA look at it and go, this ain't Men in Black. This ain't X-Files. I don't get paid enough for this. Go on through.
You want to know what's real big dick energy?
What?
Fucking just don't bother with any of that.
Oh, the cookies are done.
The cookies are done. We'll get back to that in a second.
You know what? Oh, that smells delightful. Wow.
Oh, you do? Oh, it does.
Wow.
Oh, the cookies smell so good. Just a quick break.
Yep. Hold on a moment. Let's just take a look.
Take a look. How do the cookies look?
They look ready.
Oh, is it time?
I think it's time.
Oh, the cookies.
Well, we're
done.
gonna want to let them. We're gonna want to let them sit for a bit. We don't want to be too excited because
I can feel myself
burn your
rising
little
up off
fingers
the ground, floating on the smell of these cookies slowly towards them. I don't know if I can help myself.
Just be careful. They're gonna be blazing hot and real mushy too. Gonna be hard to eat. Let's not get too excited and get ahead of ourselves, or we'll ruin our cookies.
You know what would be big dick energy, Will?
What?
Forgo the pig guts. Forgo the luggage.
Okay.
Underneath your shirt, put a sign that says, "I have your children." You know? And then just make intense eye contact with the TSA agent.
That's a great idea.
You know?
Yeah.
That's the way to fuck. That's how you fucking big dog your way through the fucking TSA line.
That's a really good idea. Hold on.
And here's the yeah, okay, go on.
If you can, just get the TSA agent's children.
Just get the
and
TSA
put them
agent.
in your shirts.
And put them It's like
they'll have no choice.
Right, exactly.
They'll think, "Oh, he's gobbled up this alien has gobbled up my children."
Yeah.
I can't do anything. I just have to wave him through and then try and hop a plane to get to wherever it's going before he can finish digesting my children.
Absolutely. That's the method.
I think that's exactly it.
We need to get it. Yeah. He's going to see his children. You have to fucking... Yeah. It's a perfect A to B line of logic. So what was part 2? What are the other things that this person is
Okay,
worried about?
yeah.
I feel like we've explained how they get through the airport.
Well, Mads is
in excruciating detail.
so Mads. I really don't like fucking around with airport language.
I got a little nervous. I was like, was that too much? Was like, like
I know that we have like the First Amendment.
was saying that you should threaten a TSA agent too much. Like,
folks, disclaimer that I feel like we shouldn't have to make, but I feel like we have to make.
Don't threaten any TSA agents.
Don't threaten anybody ever.
Don't threaten people.
Here at Life in the World, we do not condone any form of violence or even just being shitty to anybody.
The idea of threatening people, so funny. Threatening people, don't do it. I think this was a good opener.
I think this is I really loved this question, Mads, and I really appreciated you writing in. And it meant a lot to to me to have the opportunity to help you with it. So,
and Mads, if you get here in the next 20 minutes, look, here's the thing. We've been talking about how we're being adults, but we're going through these cookies. These are delicious cookies, and they're going fast.
Yeah.
But if you get here in the next 20 minutes, there's a cookie with your name on it.
Here for you, Mads.
There's a cookie with your name on it, Mads. Assuming, look, if we have the self-control, and no promises there, no promises there. You know what I mean?
No. Oh.
Oh.
They're great, aren't they? They are delicious. That's my grandmother's recipe. Yeah.
Your grandmother owns Toll House?
Shut the fuck up. Yes. So this is a question from Maple Moth, who is experiencing some educational anxiety.
No.
And boy, do I understand that. See, Maple Moth has written in describing their feelings about medical school.
Okay. And
you understand, you and I both, we met at comedy school.
Right. Which is basically the same thing.
It's, well, we together, the three of us, you, me, and Maple Moth, hold lives in our hands.
We're all right. All three of us are out there saving lives.
And it's great to hear from a kindred spirit tonight.
Yeah.
So my heart goes out to you. I know how hard it is to have that weight of the world on your shoulders.
All right,
like that.
let's hear the question.
So Maple Moth says, I am in med school, which has increased my fear of dying from very rare conditions.
Drop out. Was there more? So keep going.
I am in medical school, which has increased my fear of dying from very rare conditions that I'll probably never see in my patient populations. How do I stop constantly thinking about impending doom and enjoy time with my...
Okay. Sorry. I keep jumping the gun. Okay.
I am in medical school, which has increased my fear of dying from very rare conditions that I'll probably never see in my patient populations. How do I stop constantly thinking about impending doom and enjoy time with my friends and family, knowing that the time we have is limited?
Is that it?
Yeah.
You should drop out. Because here's the thing. We're in fucking we are in an incredible age in which college is entirely irrelevant now that YouTube exists.
That's so true.
And people are talking about like, there's all these people who have like learned engineering on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like people who have like learned different languages on YouTube, like all these different trades, all these different vocations. I think what we need is the fucking nation's first YouTube doctor.
That, wow. I love that.
There's such a I remember like the romantic age of the fucking of we need like the kind of doctors who also cut hair just cuz. That's what we need to go back to that. We need to I think we need to revisit leeches,
I think that's a great point.
We need to see if there was anything there to that idea.
We need more self-educated doctors.
Right.
Because we need to be able to experiment a bit more, explore more options than are currently approved of by the man,
Yeah.
And we also, hey, listen, if you go out there looking for the knowledge yourself, you're not going to learn anything you didn't want to know. And you'll be safe from those preoccupations that haunt you so thoroughly. You'll get peace from all of these dark pieces of information. So you won't know about those things.
Exactly.
So when you get
you're fucking. Here's the great thing about being a YouTube doctor. You start learning about something that bums you out, stop.
Exactly.
Turn off the video.
Mm.
Learn about some fun medical shit.
Yeah.
Learn about penis science or something. That sounds fun.
For some.
For me, I don't know, maybe.
Learning about penises is super fun for some people.
Yeah, maybe for you.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe focus on that. In medical school, they're gonna make you they're gonna make you. That's the thing is like they're gonna give you this broad education when you should be focusing in on being a penis doctor, because that's where your heart lies.
Yeah, Maple Moth, we know that you truly deep down want to be a urologist specifically.
Yeah.
And that what you long for is to spend your days gently and carefully cupping genitals to inspect them for medical ailments.
Right. Purely out of a sense of altruism.
Mm-hmm.
To help people.
Right.
And here's the thing: a lot of urologists, they have to learn about all this other stuff. I'm assuming, about like bones and like blood pressure,
or STDs.
And that's good. That rounds you out as a doctor. But I think you can go in the other direction too. I think you can if you just like focus in on specifically like the flow of urine from the penis, like understanding that. With a with like a level of like complete knowledge, with a level of like intense thoroughness that no one has as of yet.
Right.
You might not be able to help anyone, but there are going to be some people who can only be helped by you.
That's a brilliant perspective.
Yeah.
Urodynamics is very, very poorly understood and poorly researched.
Yeah.
And if you get out there and really dedicate yourself to it, 1, it's a new field. 2, it's a specialty for you. And 3, when you encounter a diseased penis that reminds you of something scary you didn't want to learn, you just go, ugh.
Yeah.
And send them home.
Right. Exactly.
Somebody takes
Because and here's the thing, all this stuff about like about do no harm, that's for real doctors. You're a YouTube doctor.
Right.
If you see a dick that's gross, fucking spit on it and tell him to go away. Fucking slap it to the left like you're on Tinder.
I'm gonna choke to death on this fucking cookie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got your own training, your own prerogative, your own interests and passions, and you should pursue those at the expense of everything else.
Yes.
If you're scared of something you learned in medical school, good news. Stop learning. Stop going to medical school. Go home, do your own research, and learn how to study piss. Pissing, specifically.
Pissing, specifically.
Yeah.
Like the flow of piss through the urethra.
Yeah.
And the physics of it,
yes,
as it leaves the head of the penis,
right?
And that's not universal knowledge, but it's specific knowledge, and there's power in that.
Yeah, and there's all these things that you'll learn in medical school. They're just they're gonna gross you out. And when you see symptoms of a terrifying disease that only you can save someone from, if you were a normal doctor, if you see somebody like that come to your urology practice looking for help, just tell them, go away, freak cock.
Right.
I don't want to see it. This is disgusting, and I don't want to know what it is. Yeah. Get that dirty, rotten little pecker out of my face. This is disgusting, and you're making me feel bad.
Maple Moth, thank you so much for writing in.
Yeah.
And guess what? If you get here within the next 15 minutes,
mm-hmm.
there's a fucking cookie.
There's a cookie waiting for you, but
yours.
But you better hurry.
You better hurry
because we can't promise we're not gonna eat it.
I simply cannot control myself.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm a bit of a chocoholic. Can I say? Goodness, I think I've had a little bit too much coffee. All right. Thanks for writing in, Maple Moth. Okay. It's been a delight. The user Willow in the Discord server.
Yeah.
They asked a similar sort of question. Willow said, "Should I continue to spend my real American dollars on college so I can get a little piece of paper saying I'm qualified to do graphic design?"
Drop out. I'm being so rude today. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I feel like I keep jumping the gun on these.
That's okay. That's
right.
okay. Let's just let me read the question.
Okay.
And then we can come up with an answer afterward.
Okay. All right.
Once we've assessed the situation.
I'm sorry.
Should I continue to spend my real American dollars on college so I can get a little piece of paper saying I'm qualified to do graphic design? Or should I just rely on my raw talent and skill to carry me through life and keep it from becoming a job?
Drop
and not
out. You clearly had reached a conclusion.
I had
that
not.
that was the end of his
That was
sentence
not
if
the
I've
end.
ever heard one.
that was you know, I'm not sure you have. And that's enough interrupting from you for a little while.
I'll try.
Christopher.
All right,
All right?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't get my head around this.
I'm sorry too.
All right. Okay.
Like I said, I think I've had a little bit too much coffee,
You know, it happens.
and maybe the cookies are getting me a little bit bloated, and sometimes that makes me cranky. I'm sorry.
No, I appreciate we had this dialogue about it. You can read the question now. I'm
okay.
so sorry.
All right. So, should I
Drop
continue-
out. Fuck. Okay. No, just do it one more time. Just one more time.
Okay, just let me. I'm going to take this question
gonna-
solo. Okay, mic down. Okay, all right. Willow wants to know: should I continue to spend my real American dollars on college so I can get a little piece of paper saying I'm qualified to do graphic design, or should I just rely on my raw talent and skill to carry me through life and keep it from becoming a job and not something I'm passionate about? Thanks. Whatever you. Huh? Thanks. Whatever you say will be the final decision, and I won't accept anyone else's input.
Oh shit.
Thanks so much for writing in, Willow. Drop out.
Oh no. Why'd you have to fuck me like that, huh? Like,
they did literally say that.
like, I know. I'm talking to them. I'm like,
oh, that's delicious. That's as good as another one of these cookies. Oh, So okay. So should you be a graphic designer? Should you go to college for it or not? Well, I would say that it really depends on what kind of work you're looking to do.
Yeah, I think the move is like, be honest with yourself, evaluate what you can do with your current level of skill,
Right.
and then you find your niche.
Right.
You find the thing that your level of skill is appropriate for. If let's say, for instance, let's say you're not very good at art. You know, you're just fucking scribbling with crayons. You know, it's the kind of stuff you look at and you think, my 10-year-old could do this. Okay, well, what you do is you start calling up boarding schools, ask if they've quote unquote misplaced any children, if there have been like maybe some kind of industrial accident and like there's like a missing kid and the school doesn't want anyone to find out. Maybe they hire you to draw pictures of dinosaurs to send back to their parents.
High five. What a great idea.
You know? It's about finding your niche.
Right. That's awesome. And hey, if all you can do is childlike scribblings with
Right.
crayon on
Yeah.
wax paper or whatever is laying around, here's another idea. Find a millionaire.
Yeah.
Just start sending them that. Just start sending a rich person these drawings
Uh-huh.
and telling them, do you remember me? It's Willow. From that night in 2010. Guess what?
Describe this drawing to me.
If it's a little crayon drawing of, say, I don't know, you and a child.
Right.
And no father. And a sad little house.
Ooh,
And
this
you
is a
send
good
this
idea.
to a millionaire.
This is a good idea.
And you say, do you remember me? It's Willow. I remember you. You know who doesn't remember you? Eleanor. She doesn't remember you. And I think she'd like to meet you. And I think you owe her an apology. And there you go.
And then
You
you dress up in pigtails.
Yes! Yes!
And you find a huge lollipop that for scale makes you look like a kid from like a long way away.
Yeah.
Guess what, Annie? Time to go live with Daddy Warbucks. it's you got a new life now.
I was thinking
You're fucking moving out of the orphanage, baby. Like,
See, I was thinking you convince rich people that that they sired a daughter with you.
Right, but then like,
But no,
but then you
you
have
could
to
just be the daughter.
Right, because I was thinking, because then you have to acquire a daughter, and that's
true.
no good.
Because
Just
eventually,
be the daughter.
Right, eventually you
Like-
got to back up your claim with more than a drawing.
Right.
Sure, the occasional like elderly rich person who doesn't have time to even worry about that kind of thing might just send you a blank check in the mail.
Yeah,
But like, might as well just be the daughter.
just be the daughter.
Just skip in through those big double doors, say, "Daddy, I'm home.
And
It's
just-
me."
And just
Eleanor?
just let fucking Jeff Bezos spoil you. You know?
Oh,
Just let him treat you like a little princess.
a real little girl.
I've never seen one before.
Oh, give me that lollipop. Beezy wants to chomp down on that thing. Give me a little crunch on that lollipop. Beezy's hungry, little girl.
Yeah, and then you feed him the candy, and so he trusts you, and
Right.
you can hang out around his house and steal his food. You know?
Jeff Bezos will build a little candy cottage for you if you convince him he's your father.
Right.
Using your graphic design skills.
And he has no idea what one of those is, so it's going to be pretty easy.
Right. He doesn't know anything
Right.
about daughters.
Right. You're
about-
you're gonna be like, "You're my dad," and he's gonna be like, "What's that?" And you can tell him anything you want.
Right. You can say it's a type of bird.
Yes, and that,
Jeffrey-
he'll love that.
Jeffrey, you're a soaring eagle. and I'm your best friend, which is called a daughter. And he'll
Right.
just be so happy that he'll start flying around the room.
Yeah.
Because he'll believe he's an eagle.
Right. And
Jeffrey
he does,
Bezos-
well, he does have a little jetpack.
That's true, he does.
Right?
Yes.
He's a very wealthy man.
Yeah, he has a jetpack. And you're
Right.
going to get a ride on that
It's a
jetpack.
little Jetson style jetpack that doesn't shoot fire, but just little circles.
goes
Like yeah, it does that.
Yeah. And and he wears a little helmet when he's flying around on
Right.
it
Yes.
with a propeller on the top.
Right.
Like
this
a little
is this small detail has run away on us.
No. Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
What is Jeff Bezos to us? What is he? I love when we do Jeff Bezos bits.
Whatever we want.
And I love that.
It's anything we want him to be.
I
He's
love
just
that.
a weird fucking guy.
That's great. I love that.
Is it still recording?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
So
I feel like that's, yeah. Just fucking, you find your niche, you figure out what it is that you can do, and you
Right.
figure out where that can be useful.
Right. So drop out.
Drop out.
Go become Jeff Bezos' little eaglet daughter.
Or don't. I don't know. Maybe not. Figure out what's best. Ask someone real. I don't know.
Yeah.
Talk to your fucking dad. like.
Or ask Jeff.
Or ask Jeff.
He might have a unique perspective.
Ask your dad or your new dad. Get a
Right.
new dad and see what. Fucking do all this stuff, but stay in school and then see what Jeff thinks.
Honestly, whether
know?
or not you even ask Jeff's opinion on this, because
Right.
if you ask him, he's probably going to say something about birdseed.
Yeah.
What the he's
God, I'm so used to the bit that I was just like,
Yeah.
like,
Not
Yes.
everybody knows that we have a
Right.
history of making Jeff Bezos,
Bezos,
jokes,
yeah.
and many of the ones we've laughed the hardest at have been off mic.
right. Yeah,
And-
I think the ones that we have laughed the hardest at have been off mic.
That's true.
Yeah, well, really, there's only been one episode that had the Jeff Bezos thing, and that was just a part of our lives for like a year.
Yeah.
It's just in private. Just,
So maybe don't even bother.
I don't
asking
have
his
any
opinion.
bones.
Not a single one. I can't find them. I gave them to a little girl in the street.
What's a song?
Can you show me a guitar? I'm not sure what they look like. Is that the thing you seesaw on?
Like, how do you mate with it? The curves on this thing.
It reminds me of one of those, what's the word? Woman? I forget. Hey.
I'm jacked as hell. I don't know how it happened.
I just kept falling over and getting back up.
I stuck my thumb in my mouth and I blew really hard.
Would you like to join me in my balloon room? It's my favorite place to romp and play.
I'm home again.
When I cut myself, I get free soda. It's a little sticky. That's a weird one.
It is a little
That's a weird one.
Well, because you think he's doing it because he's depressed, but he actually just wants soda.
No, he doesn't know that blood is not soda.
No, he doesn't understand.
He thinks it's Dr. Pepper.
At some point in some kind of deranged billionaire manic episode, he had all of his blood replaced with Mr. Pibb. There's so much fucking Pibb in his bloodstream that he forgot he did it. And now he thinks that's what blood is.
He goes to a fast food restaurant. He gets a big soda and he's like, this tastes like blood.
Yeah, he gets the soda cup, he fucking leaps across the counter, grabs the cashier by the arm, like takes a huge chunk out of it with his teeth. Like, this Pibb is bad.
Bleed for me, piggy. I feel like Jeff Bezos says bleed for me, piggy, more than almost anybody in the world.
I bet he's said it a couple times.
I'm
least.
sure. Yeah.
Once or twice.
I can't imagine that sentence has been said very many times, and I think most of them have been him. Just speaking to people.
Right.
You know?
I don't know. I don't know if he like that. I don't know. Yeah, I can't honestly imagine him talking to anyone except for how we do it. Like,
right.
It's so weird. I just can't.
No,
I feel like I've heard him talk before, and in my head, it's just all replaced with just fucking, I love birdseed. It's like, it's weird that he said that after getting off his spaceship. Like, I like this hat.
Jeffrey, what was it like to see the curvature of the earth from the outside?
I'm a cowboy.
There was nobody up there. Space is like the planet's attic. I want to go back. Carry me. I'm tired.
Oh. So did we answer the question?
I left my blankie in space. Where's my Milky? Beezy wants night-night. Okay, here we go. Okay. Thank you so much for writing that question in Maple Moth. We really hope that we were able to help you. Sorry, Willow is the person we answered last. Sorry. Thank you so much for writing that question in Willow. Thank you for the opportunity to try and extend to the world the things that we've learned from our lives.
Right. And hey, listen, if you get here in the next 10 minutes, no promises. There just might be a cookie with your name on it. What's the next question?
I've quite simply had too much coffee. Okay. All right. Here's a question. Someone named Man. It's Robert from Illinois.
Oh, it's Robert from Illinois.
It's the spiritual father of Bobby Sugarbones. Thanks so much for writing in, Man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for writing in, Robert from Illinois. Robert from Illinois says, Dear Chris and Will, I just bought a used Ford Focus hatchback from a dealership. It was supposed to have been inspected beforehand, but while I was driving it home, the low tire pressure light came on. I just feel cheated by the salesman. How should I respond? Thanks, Robert from Illinois.
Robert, I recently was driving around in my car, and fucking every light on the dashboard came on at the same time, which is no good. And so I took it in, and they checked it out, and they were like, "Give me $1,500, please. Give me $1,500." And I did. I gave them $1,500, and then I was driving up to Vermont to do this podcast with my friend Will. Have a nice time, make some cookies, and help people. And I stopped at a rest stop to get a fucking $20 burger from Burger King, which is fucking bananas. What's even the point of Burger King?
Yes. That is holy shit. Yeah. What
yeah, it
the
is.
Fuck?
It's what's the fuck is
wait,
going
what
on?
The fuck? Holy shit.
I
I wanted to just kind of like yes and with,
right.
with
yeah.
calm,
It's
with calm and Mr. Rogers-esque poise the way I've been trying to. But that's insane. $20 fucking for a burger. I know I'm more upset about that than the $1,500
right.
for the car repair, which I know is the focus of this. But what the fuck?
It was a double Whopper combo meal.
Doesn't matter.
Like $19, and I think it was rest stop prices.
I don't give a
rest
shit.
stops are more expensive.
That is worth $4.99.
But you're right. I didn't even finish the fucking burger, Will, because I got back in my car. I fucking turned the car keys, and it didn't turn on. The engine didn't turn over, and my burger got cold while I figured out what the fuck I was going to do.
That misery.
So you were gonna want to go back to that mechanic and beat the fucking shit out of him. And you get your goddamn money back.
Do it for Chris,
Do
Robert.
It for me.
A lot of people have been abused by car dealers and car mechanics cars.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm pretty weak, and the guy who fixed my car looks strong.
They tend to be.
But I would like you to do it for me in spirit.
For me too.
Yeah.
You know, I have an old Volkswagen.
Right.
It's a Jetta from 2013. So you can imagine how much that's worth. Nothing.
Right.
And I went to go get it fixed because I was like, I want to have this thing roadworthy because I want to sell it.
Yeah.
And you know how much it cost me to repair what was wrong with it?
How much?
$1,900.
Too much.
I'm not like. And listen,
you trying to fucking big dog me here,
I was about
Will?
to say I'm not trying to story top you.
Yeah.
The point here is simply to say it didn't break down afterward. It's in working condition. But that's more than the car is worth,
right?
Really. So now it's just sitting in my parents' driveway forever?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not going to drive it. It sucks. It's fixed, but it sucks. And I'm furious too. You know? Fuck the whole car thing. Enough cars.
My car is currently sitting at a Pep Boys in Ramsey. Just kind of
they're gonna find you from that,
and they're gonna fucking, and I'm sure of it. I'm sure they're gonna charge me like $4,000, and then I won't have any money left. I don't have a lot of money right now. I didn't like paying $1,500.
That sucks, dude.
I'm still sore about it.
That fucking sucks. That fucking sucks.
I feel like, did we miss the point of this question? I got triggered by your experience.
Here.
Yeah.
Let's take a deep breath.
You're right. I got worked up.
Robert, here's what you can do.
Yeah.
Is go to lifeintheworldtocome.bigcartel.com and buy yourself a Rest in Peace Bobby Sugarbones t-shirt. If it's still on sale by the time this airs, I don't know. We might have recorded this months ago.
Right. Well,
probably not. But
all things being, this will come out 3 weeks from now.
Okay.
So I think it should probably still be up there.
Is that's a conversation for off mic.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe it's up there. Maybe it's not. Look, there's going to be something on the store. It's maybe, hey, and and then I'll send you $30 because I feel bad because you're also going to have to probably spend more money on your car.
Yeah, but he's not you.
Right. Yeah, maybe just send me money. I guess. I guess is the conclusion we're coming to here.
I like me.
Right. Yeah. I know me.
I want me to have money.
Right. Yeah, so I guess just like go to buy our shit is the answer to your question.
Mm-hmm. I've had too much coffee.
Robert, if you get here in the next 5 minutes.
No.
Look,
no, there's not enough left. After Mads takes one, and the other listener takes one, there's not going to be...
Robert, listen. Don't tell Will, but I squirreled away a little cookie just for you. Okay? But you got to get here in the next 5 minutes because Will doesn't know about the cookie, but I know about the cookie. And I can only control myself for so long. Okay? So you want to get over here in the next 5 minutes. Yeah, there's a cookie with your name on it. What's our next question?
Well, next is an ad break.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ad break!
Oh, those cookies.
Okay, Chris, what do you say we dig our dicks into this podcast?
Let's dig our little dicks back into this podcast.
Let's get in there. This question is from Zoe in the Discord server, who has just written in saying, "Hey, Will and Chris, as has been well established, every single one of your fans is a 6 at best, which unfortunately includes me. Is there anything that can be done to elevate my appeal and status to perhaps a 7 or higher? Some kind of ritual, easy 2-week program, or radical life change I can take? Or is all hope already lost for me? Cheers, Zoe." Thank you so much for writing in, Zoe.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we really appreciate you coming to us and being so open with us about this issue you're having.
Yeah.
And, you know, I can understand that this is a frustrating feeling, you know? You
Mhm.
feel like there's a sort of glass ceiling above you because
Right.
you look up and you see the 7s and the 8s of the world,
Yeah.
maybe even some 9s once in a while. We know that 10s are purely speculative. And, you know, and you look around and you go, how can I be hot? I'm just little old me. I'm ugly. And Zoe,
I'll tell
you're
you.
not ugly.
No.
You're just not impressive.
Right.
And
So here's the thing. You're out there. And you're looking at these 7 and 8s and 9s.
like Ariel under the sea, I want to be part of your world.
It's like, so what are you going to do? You going to fucking get in shape? You going to use plastic surgery? No.
No.
You're going to use science.
Yes.
You're going to get a degree in genetic engineering.
Yeah.
You're going to pioneer cloning technology.
Oh.
You're going to go to a college campus and kidnap the 10 hottest dudes you can find
Right.
and create a perfect blend of their DNA.
Uh-huh.
You're going to you're going to fucking create a clone of the perfect man.
Right.
7 feet tall, mostly penis. Almost entirely penis. You're going to become you are going to not become, create the fabled 10. A fucking 7-foot tall penis with little arms and legs it uses to scurry around on. You're gonna clone that and use different science. You're gonna also get a degree in neurology and transfer your brain patterns into the brain of this penis. Where's the fucking brain? Who knows? You're the genetics expert. And then that's it. You're the 10. You're the only 10.
Stop! Fuck! No! Chris, we're trying to help this person.
Tell me where I went wrong. Explain to me where I went wrong, William.
Where
you think you're so fucking smart?
I think you know where you went wrong.
No, I need you to point it out to me.
Honestly,
You give
truly
me-
and honestly,
Give me something better.
there's a kernel of truth in my mania right now. and I had to exaggerate it to the nth degree in order to try and make it funny instead of just saying I no, Chris, wait, hold on.
Okay.
Because you are totally I can tell just from the cadence of your voice and where your mind went that that's some future shit.
I think you're gonna get really good at.
You said you're gonna. You said it very intensely, and then you
I was
had
like
the
more of
best
a-
idea in the world. And we're not doing this on this episode. Remember, this is Life in the World, not Life in the World to Come. We know what Zoe's gonna do.
Yeah.
We know how Zoe's going to solve this problem.
Okay.
Eventually.
I understand. So how do we deal with this without using comic book style super science?
I have no idea.
Okay then.
Because Zoe can't be fixed. I feel bad. I feel really bad.
But that's what the truth feels like sometimes.
I just wanted to help make Zoe more comfortable in her own skin tonight. And you instead, I saw your eyes glaze over. And I saw them flit about in their sockets. And I heard you speak in tongues for just a second. I could tell you were having a vision of the future. And I've had the same vision. Zoe is going to create the penis man.
Okay. So here's a different way of looking at it. Totally different way of looking at it. Okay, here's the thing: you're looking around. You're looking up. You're looking up at that glass ceiling, and there's all of these sevens and eights and nines, fucking gadding about, having an incredible time being hot.
Yeah.
Here's your problem. You're looking up. Look forward. Look around you. Look how many more sixes there are than 7, 8s, and 9s. You're surrounded by sixes. So stop comparing yourself to the people above you and start just like figuring out what there is an entire, those are the fucking gods. You understand? You're down here with the normies, and that's its own hierarchy.
Right.
You might be a 6 compared to everyone else, but in a pool of 6s, you could be an 8 or a 9 or, dare I say, even a 10.
Beautiful. I love that.
If you want to be a big fish, go to a small pond.
Wow. That's fucking profound, man. That's profound. And I feel like
it's like fucking 2 bomb-ass answers for the price of 1.
I was about to say, I think we just milked 2 bomb-ass answers for the price of 1. And I'm going to take credit for it because I stopped you and took you in a different direction. So we got 2. You're welcome, Chris.
You got to sit in the director's chair with your little beret and your little thing that goes clap. And you got me. You pointed me in the right direction. You fucking we did character work together.
What do you think? What do you think of the beret, by the way?
It's
someone random on the Discord server says, "Dear Chris and Will, how do I develop a better relationship with my mother, Sophie?" Sophie, thank you so much for writing in and for asking this question. Everyone's different. Yeah. We're all individuals. Each one of us a shining rainbow, a whole spectrum of experiences, informative experiences, and beliefs and thoughts and feelings and habits and mistakes and histories and futures. And I don't know shit about your mom.
No. You know what? Well, this is the fucking problem with this podcast.
Yeah.
Is that we sit here and we try to give these people advice without knowing anything about them.
Right.
We look at this question and we assume so much about these people.
Hurtful but honest.
I think what we need to do, we need to go out there and we need to meet this person's fucking mom.
I think that's a great idea.
We need to have a sit-down lunch with what's-your-name's mother.
Sophie.
With Sophie's mom.
Sophie, give us your mom's phone number.
Give us your mom's phone number so we can have a long chat with your mom.
Send your mom's phone number to lifeintheworldtocome@gmail.com with the subject line, Sophie's mom's phone number, so that we can find it easily. And we'll set up a date with your mom, and we'll pick her brain. We'll learn a bit about that beautiful rainbow inside her heart.
We're going to sit down for mimosas with your mom, and we're going to say, so what's the fucking problem with Sophie? Why are you and Sophie just not clicking? What's going on?
I think that's a great idea.
It's okay. You can talk to us. It goes both ways.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. You got to have. We're gonna sit down with your mom, and we're gonna show her the kind of empathy that you just can't because you're all wrapped up in it.
Yeah,
there's too much baggage there. There's too much trauma.
You're too close to see. Sophie.
And I don't and I don't mean that. Don't take this the wrong way, but you're too close to it to deal with this rationally.
Yeah,
you need 2 calm adult men to sit down and have a couple of fucking daytime drinks with your mom.
Yeah.
and really hash things out.
Really
Get to the
into
core
it.
of this, you know?
You know, find out what really makes her tick.
Right.
What makes her motor run? You know, what kind of greases her wheels?
Right.
You know,
Maybe
really-
maybe you just got to give your mom a bunch of fucking money.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe that's.
Have you considered giving your mom $10,000?
Slide her some cash. You know?
Pay her off.
Really,
you know?
honestly. Listen, Sophie,
Yeah.
while we might not know the specifics of really what your mom needs and why it is that you two aren't getting along, but nobody doesn't like money.
No one doesn't like money.
Yeah.
You know?
You're at the dinner table, you're sharing something about your experiences, and you see her open her mouth to make some criticism or say how you should have approached things or just give some unwarranted advice. Just reach over and just jam a roller quarters down her throat.
You're going to slide a silver tray across the table. She's going to open it up. What's that? It's $10,000. You're going to want to make your mom financially dependent on you.
Right.
So that you can fucking flip the script. Now she's grounded.
Right.
You know?
Yes. Now you can ground your mom.
And you know what? And now she is able to better understand your experience. And now that's common ground.
Wow. That's brilliant. And you know, I think that that's the kind of thing that works across the board.
Right.
Like we said, we don't know your mom personally.
No.
But we know a thing or two about moms in general.
Yeah.
And just about the human heart and the rhythm with which that's just that we all beat to. Money. Money is the universal language. And that'll probably solve the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just give your mom $10,000.
Yeah.
You know? And if she ever gives you any lip, bring it up. Be like, oh, did you ever give me $10,000?
Yeah.
I don't think you did.
Hey, what happened to that money I gave you?
Oh, you changed my diapers. Oh, $10,000.
You brought me into this world? Oh, $10,000.
$10,000.
Yeah.
I don't know how much having a kid costs.
A lot.
Probably
I think
more
a
than
lot more than
$10,000.
$10,000. Yeah, depending on the kind of mom you have, she might be like, "Okay, great. Where's the rest?"
Right, exactly.
Your difficult relationship with your mom may cost more than $10,000.
But look, and maybe you should work harder. You know,
Yeah.
maybe she's right in that respect. You know, maybe you shouldn't have gone to art school. Maybe if you'd become a lawyer, like you said, you'd be able to give her $100,000 and she'd
Right.
stop giving you a hard time.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
Christ. Ain't that just the fucking way?
You know, just mothers and their children.
Yeah.
You know,
I should call my son. Google says I have a son.
Yeah.
If you Google it,
you should do
He'll
it.
tell you I have a
He
son.
might give you $10,000.
he owes me money.
You call your son, you might be $10,000 richer than you were when you came in. You know.
Well, here's another question. Oh, thank you so much, Sophie, for writing in. We really
Thank you
hope
so
we've been
much.
able to help. In fact, we know we have.
And if you can just get here within the next 30 seconds. Look, I'm not going to tell you this, but there might be one or two cookies left. There might be. You know, we've gotten through most of them, but look, there's a little bit of extra dough. There's a little bit of extra dough in the fridge, and if you get here in the next 30 seconds, we might make some special cookies just for you.
Just for you, Sophie.
Just for you, Sophie, but only if you get here in the next 30 seconds.
And we would love to have you here.
We
We
would
really
love
would.
to have
and
you.
I think you'd love it here, too.
But you got to get here in the next 30 seconds, because I'll be honest, Will. That cookie dough is pretty good on its own. You know, you don't even got to cook that stuff up.
I don't know if we're going to be able to
I
help
don't know
us.
if I can help us. I might not be able to. You know, like, ooh, I shouldn't. You know, I shouldn't.
No, of course,
I simply should.
but
You know, I might be bad tonight.
You know, I mean,
I might be a little bit bad.
how
you know?
often do you have a big wad of cookie dough, you know?
we might just want to indulge yourselves. So you got to get here in the next 30 seconds.
Hey, you know, life isn't easy. You got to appreciate the little things. And I think I might, treat myself a little bit. You know, I might have one of these cookies. So if you don't get here in the next 30 seconds, you're going to show up and you're going to be disappointed.
And it's going to be
And
we're
we're going to send you home. We're gonna say you can't be here.
No,
How did you find us?
No, but we'll give you a little kiss on the forehead and tuck a sweet little note into your breast pocket, and we're gonna send you on your way. We're gonna write a sweet little personalized note just for you and tuck it into your breast pocket. And then we're gonna fold it up and seal it with a kiss and tuck it into your breast pocket, and send you skipping all the way home. Would you like to read another question, Will?
Is it me? Should my skin be crawling?
We're their grandma, Will.
Oh,
we're their sweet little grandma.
You said breast, and I was just,
that's just what the pocket's called there. It's the breast pocket.
The weird thing is, you said breast pocket, and my first thought was in the fucking
your cleavage.
And I was like, whoa, Chris.
Stick a sweet little note in between your fucking titties. And you can unwrap that yourself when you get back home.
Stop. Time out. Cut. Foul ball.
I'm done. I'm finished. I said it already. That was it. I know when to pull out.
Oh, fuck.
What do you say we answer one last question?
Let's answer. This is a question submitted to the Discord server by Game Over Guy. Game Over Guy says, my best friend is making other friends, and I'm happy for her, of course, but I'm also deeply jealous and bitter. What do I do? Game Over Guy. Thanks so much for writing in, Game Over Guy.
Thank you so much. And here, look, the answer couldn't be simpler. Where you're step one, you're gonna want to get into some research. What is it they like so much about these new friends?
Mm-hmm.
What do they like? What kind of things are they into? What are their mannerisms? How do they cut their hair? What color are their eyes? What's their social security number?
Right.
What's their birthday? What's their fucking dad's birthday?
What's their mother's maiden name?
Right, exactly. How do they dress? What do their clothes look like? Do you fit in their clothes? How do I get their clothes? Not clothes that are like their clothes, their clothes. How do I get them? Do I look good in them? Do they fit me? How do I change my face to look more like this person? Can I make my face look exactly like this person's? Can I kidnap that person in the dead of night and hold them in my basement? Can I slip seamlessly into this person's life? Start living like them, sleeping in their bed, hanging out with you.
Yeah.
And you got to become this new person.
Right.
And it'll be a lot of work because now you're living two lives because that person's still your best friend.
Right.
So you're just going back and forth, You
just got to make sure that you never end up the three of you together. Never accidentally make plans with your best friend and her other best friend.
Right, yeah.
Because her other best friend is you.
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to be
two places at once?
Or one place twice?
That sounds like a pretty wacky idea for a sitcom episode.
And I think that's
like I've murdered my friend's other friend and I'm pretending to be them.
Mm-hmm.
But we've scheduled a hangout for all three of us. What am I gonna do?
Well,
I'm putting a costume on the coat rack.
Right.
I'm playing a record of myself in the bathroom. I'm doing all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah.
Now we're having fun. It's a great time.
A real finale of Miss Doubtfire situation.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. That is fun.
Yeah.
And that's a good way to have fun with a friend, isn't it?
It's a good way to have fun.
It's a nice little challenge.
Yeah.
It's a game. It's a night out. It's an activity.
Silly and fun, and it's lighthearted.
Yeah.
It's a silly, fun, lighthearted deception.
Right. And it's one that I think that will bring you and your friend closer. Because you'll be able to understand your friend from multiple positions. You've taken on two different identities and seen your friend through two different pairs of eyes.
Yeah, it's two different perspectives.
You know her better than ever now.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody can take her from you.
You know her, honestly, better than she knows herself.
Yeah.
And you might start thinking like, what would I look like in her clothes?
Yeah.
What would that be like? Yeah, she got her. What's her dad's maiden name?
Her dad's maiden name.
What's going on with that?
Yeah.
What if I made my face exactly like hers? You know?
Right.
What if I also put her in my basement? You know? What if
Right.
I'm 3 people now? You know? And now I'm full. And then guess what? Now the 3 of you are closer than you've ever been.
Christopher.
Because you're all one person.
Christopher, you're a genius. Problem solved.
You know.
Be your own friend 3 times.
Be your own
Be your
friend.
own best friend 3 times at once. Replace your friend and replace your friend's friend and replace them both with you. That's a great time.
Yeah.
You're never going to be jealous of you.
You're never gonna
You
be
have
jealous of your
everything that
friends.
you have.
Oh, unless you do. Oh,
Mm.
that could be a fraught,
right.
a fraught friend group
That's
dynamic.
true. If there's just
Yeah.
one of you and you're jealous of
exactly,
yourself,
Exactly, because even if it's all just you, there's always in any triplet, there's always the 2 that are closer, and then there's the other one.
that's probably
know?
true. Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, maybe that's true.
Who knows?
It's
It doesn't
like,
matter. Let's
you know?
continue.
There's always you don't want to be it's always so and so and so and so and so and so.
Right.
And you don't want to be the and so when all 3 are you.
You never want the Oxford comma before your name, do you?
Mhm. Oh no.
And that's the thing, you know, is I think the core of it all really comes down to that you need to work on your jealousy issues.
Right.
Because if you don't, you're just going to end up screaming at yourself in a mirror about all the things that you take for granted
Just
and
like-
you don't accept about your own life.
Just whipping off one wig, putting on another, shouting, whipping that wig off, putting the other wig back on, shouting, crying, smashing the mirror with your fist.
Punching yourself in the face,
Yeah.
making love with yourself in a mad attempt to reunite something that was left of the friendship you just destroyed.
Oh no. Now it's awkward between you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than that.
Now you don't want to even you can't even make eye contact with yourself, honestly.
You're simultaneously
just
closer
weird.
and more distant than ever before.
Right.
You know, and that's not something you want to do. If you don't work on your jealousy issues, you're going to end up in a post-coital confusing situation with yourself, where you're just like, oh goodness, I don't know what to do with the dynamics of my interpersonal
You know,
life.
you and yourself aren't talking anymore because there's this weird sexual dynamic, and you haven't told yourself about it either. So
And
you
you don't know.
So you have this secret, and you's just like on the outside of it.
Yeah.
And it's like, and now you feel excluded.
Yeah.
And it's, you can tell that there's this thing between the other 2, and you just don't know because you've actually, if you're being honest with yourself, you've always had a crush on you. And if you found out that you hooked up with you, you'd be heartbroken. Everyone knows. It's obvious. Anyone can see it.
Yeah, you've always had such great chemistry with you, you know?
Yeah, and
And-
so if you found out that you and you hooked up, because you knows that you also, it's clear. They all know. Everyone
Yeah.
knows. And so it feels like a betrayal on all sides.
Yeah. So you have to work on the jealousy first.
Yeah.
Solve what's going on inside your heart. It's going to be hard,
Yeah.
but you got to do it. You got to dig deep inside yourself and ask yourself the hard questions. What is it that makes it so that I feel the need to compare myself to my friends' other friends?
Yeah.
Is it because they're prettier than me? Or they have more money than me? Or they're smarter than me? Or faster than me? Yes, probably.
Right. But here's the thing. You already know you're none of those fucking things.
Right.
You're already poor and ugly. You know? And here's the thing. But here's the thing. Your best friend still loves you anyway in spite of that.
Yeah.
That's what your best friend likes about you. So just lean into not having any money and looking like shit.
Your best friend loves you for who you are. So take who you are and make it more.
Right. Amplify.
Do you have big teeth? Go to a dentist.
Get bigger teeth.
Get bigger teeth.
Are your teeth even a little bit prominent? Get the biggest get veneers the size of dinner plates.
Yes.
You're gonna have to adjust the way that your whole skull works to make room for these teeth. And you're gonna show up at your best friend's door in the dead of night. And you're gonna say, I did this for you.
And
then you're gonna fucking chomp down on their dog. You're gonna eat their dog, dude. You're gonna do it.
because that's what your friend loves about you.
He loves
You're always eating dogs.
You're a big tooth dog eating freak. And that's the fucking charm of you.
Right. Learn to love yourself. Your friends' other friends, are they big tooth dog eating freaks?
No.
No.
That's what makes you you.
Right. Eat another dog. Get some
another
bigger
dog.
teeth.
Fucking send your friend videos of you eating dogs.
With those big teeth. and and they'll never forget why they developed that friendship with you in the first place.
Yeah.
You know? They love you for who you are. Otherwise, it's not a worthwhile friendship anyway.
Right.
Do you really want to be friends with someone who would rather spend time with someone who doesn't have giant teeth and eat dogs?
Yeah.
You know? If they're with you, it's because they love you. And you need to try and keep that in mind.
Yeah, so
and
just
that's not always easy, but, you know, here's a simple
like I said,
workaround.
You only eat so many dogs in a day. You're going to be full, but you got to keep packing them down there.
Just I feel like we've given
And
eat
no more
dogs
room,
as advice
make
a lot.
room. I think just on like the last one.
I don't know.
On the last one that is out.
Well, I
think.
feel
the one
like-
that was like 3 before this one. So
Well,
there's been enough time.
I
we can
feel
return
like
to eating dogs at this point.
Honestly, I think eating dogs is always great. So I'm happy. I feel like we should use that as an answer more often.
Yeah, dude.
So, Game Over Guy, we really appreciate you writing in.
Yeah.
Your friendships are going to be great. They're going to be fine. They're going to be solid as a rock.
Yeah.
As long as you go get your giant teeth and chomp down on some little puppies.
Go eat some dogs and send the fucking tapes to your friends.
Tapes. Specifically
on
tapes.
VHS.
Because that's something your
You
friend
want-
loves about you is your tape collection.
Exactly. Like imagine
Your love of
the
retro
little
media.
game of receiving a mysterious VHS tape in the dead of night.
Mm-hmm.
Having to go to a fucking like hobby store, or go to the fucking Goodwill and pick up a VCR.
Yeah.
You plug it into a CRT television. It's grainy. The footage is blurry. It's on an old camera.
It's been taped. It
Right.
taped over Disney's 1991 Aladdin.
Yeah, and it just cuts into you with your fucking plate teeth chomping into a dog's skull.
It's yelping and whining and screaming.
Yeah, you somehow got it in there so it don't die right away.
There's blood and guts everywhere. You're smiling with those great big chompers, and then you wave to your friend, and then Alibaba had them 40 thieves, and that's
It's really funny.
it's taking me every ounce of energy to not sing the rest of the song and do a little dance. I feel really good about our work today, Chris.
I do too.
We helped so many people.
We helped you. Who is this last person?
This was Game Over Guy.
Game Over Guy. If you can get here before I finish this sentence, like, I'm gonna be honest. We got all the way through that cookie dough, but we got a little bag of chocolate chips in the cupboard.
Chris still has
And
a
if you-
little bit of cookie dough between his teeth.
I can still. I'll
You
put that
get here
cookie
before
dough
the
out.
end of this paragraph, you might be able to suck
I'll
them
give
out.
you a big smooch, and you can take the cookie dough out from between my teeth. A little gift from me to you.
Get over here quick and just mack it and slurp the little bits of cookie dough out of little nooks and crannies in Chris's molars. Just for you.
Just for you.
We saved some. We set it aside.
And look, that's if I can rid of this.
Yeah.
Because like I can taste it on my gums, and it's taken every ounce of self-control not to clean that out.
I wish I could get I wish this was a video podcast at the moment because I love the look you just gave. Oh, thank you all so much
Thanks
for
so
writing
much.
in your questions. They have been so meaningful,
Yeah.
and we've really, really enjoyed sharing this evening with you.
It's been good to center ourselves and to get back in touch with the community
Yeah.
and to help people,
Yeah.
you know, in a practical sense. If you'd like to support us on Patreon, you can do that at lifeintheworldtocome.patreon.com.
No, you can't.
Patreon.com/lifeintheworldtocome
That's
is the
right.
one.
Yeah.
That one.
You're
Patreon
thinking-
first, then lifeintheworldtocome. What I'm thinking is lifeintheworldtocome.bigcartel.com.
Which is
where
even
you can
better.
buy shirts and stuff
Yeah.
and such. All kinds of fun little gifts and products that you can give to your mom.
And if you buy 4 items instead of just 1, we will actually, this is a true thing. This is a real promotion we're running right now. We will send you 4 instead of just 1.
What?
If you order 4 items instead of just 1,
Instead of this one,
we will send you 4 items instead
That's
of just
true.
1.
Mm-hmm. That's
a limited promotion.
our special limited 4 for the price of 4 deal. You can get 1 T-shirt for the price of 1.
And hey, act now,
Now,
because these prices won't last.
These prices
they
won't
simply
last.
can't. We're crazy to be selling T-shirts for just the cost of a T-shirt.
eventually we're gonna be selling you 1 for the price of 4. So you got to get in here quick before we fucking sell out hard.
Buy 1, get 1,
Get
and
one.
that's it. That's
Yeah,
just buy 1.
Buy 1, get 1. Our intro and outro music is "We Are the Hellhounds" by the Taxpayers.
I hope so.
I really hope so.